This sucks. Here we go. I'm doing it through YouTube itself. Great. This is rare. Very, very rare. It sucks, but here we are. Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, that's just great. Oh, no, so it's one of these. Oh, great. So, no, you have to do it vertically on YouTube. That is total bullshit. What, are you kidding me? Hold on. No. No. That doesn't help me. This is just a joke. Well, y'all got to see my TV. Wait. Oh, no. Why is this a thing? 4 years ago, this was fine. StreamYard, you suck. Well, don't know exactly how to fix this. I guess this is how we do it this time. StreamYard. I have to do it somehow. I have to do this somehow. Or at least I say, or we don't do it. Or we don't go live. This is freaking Instagram style. Nobody asked for this. Nobody. Hold on. Maybe you can change it through the freaking live tab. This is bullshit, man. Thank you, StreamYard, for being the worst app in freaking existence. Garbage. Garbage, garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. The worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's like, change the whatever. This makes no sense. Makes no sense. Friggin' StreamYard. Good evening. How we doing, Dillon? Are we fine with it like this for a rare one-timer? Because it just looks stupid if it's not. Because the way YouTube is, like, it's either vertical or bust. Guess it didn't. Alright. We're just going to have to go with it, my friends. I'm sorry. We're just going to have to go with it. And I hope you're not mad about it. We're just going to have to go with this. We're just going to have to go with it. We're just going to have to go with it. It's not what I want. I don't like it this way, but it's either do it or don't. It's either do it, do this stream, or don't. And I have to do it. I have to find... StreamYard's choking. I hate doing it this way, but so be it. So be it. It's probably gonna freaking absolutely just tank my freaking... Doesn't matter to you? Alright. If it doesn't matter to you. Alright. We're gonna go with it. This is gonna be a shit show, but we're going with it. And blame StreamYard. If it looks stupid to you, blame StreamYard. That's to say. We're doing it Instagram now. Because for some reason, for Toronto, starting 11s are as follows. Luke in the back four, Jackson Gilman. Benjamin Kuskevich, Walker Zimmerman, Richie Larea, Marcus Simmermanchich, Dorsch, Coelho, Alonzo Coelho, Theo Corbianu, Josh Sargent, Daniel Shallowy. Starting 11 for Charlotte, Christian Kalina, David Schnegg, Tim Ream. We have Henry Kessler. We have Will Cleary, Brant Bronico, Ashley Westwood, Pep Beal, Liel Abada, Idan Toklamati, and Rodolfo Aloco. And welcome to another RSR. Welcome. Toronto FC versus Charlotte FC MLS 2026 Week 20. So here we are. We'll keep an eye on, well, I guess I could have kept an eye on the MLS games, but either way. The video will be in the normal, whatever it's called. The video will be in the normal, Charlotte wearing their black, Toronto wearing their red. The video will be in the normal, whatever it's called. I don't like this as much as you don't like this, but, you know, whatever. I thought I could change the orientation. They lied. I hope it's normal next week or tomorrow. This is bullshit. Hey, StreamYard, fix your shit. Seems like there's a lot of problems I missed during the World Cup, though, to be honest. Reading through the comments on those, like, down pages. And we're off. Charlotte kicks off. We're underway. So, do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. Nil-nil, 18 seconds in. I'm just not happy with this, that's all. It's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. We got 5 people watching. How we doing, Pepita? I don't know why they made this freaking Instagram style. Smith is back tonight. Bonatig still hurt, shoulder injury. I don't know why YouTube made the streams through their app Instagram style. Nobody asked for that. You're on YouTube. 102. Toronto playing forward, looking for their second straight win. But since StreamYard shit its pants, and it's not working right now, and this is a game I have to go... It's not can't go live. Well, here's the thing. StreamYard shit its pants. It's not working right now, and I'm not waiting 2 hours. I have to be live for this game. And I didn't know YouTube went and made their streams look like it's on Instagram. Last time I used the YouTube streaming platform, well, 5 years ago. Like, in-app streaming platform was like 5 years ago, and it was Landscape. Somehow they changed it in the past 5 years. So what am I supposed to do? It's either do this game or not. And it's Toronto. It's not like a game where I'm like, you know what? Fine. I don't give a shit about Defense Force and Brokey. Sorry, son. I really don't give a shit. This is a game that's my team. I have to be live for it. I wasn't going to sit here for 2 hours and just watch the game and write shit down and then do a video. No, here you are. So that's why. Complain if you want. I don't give a rat's ass. 1-0 to Violette in the Caribbean Cup. Hopefully tomorrow everything's fixed. Hopefully. Maybe. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Pentagon is now saying over 700 casualties from the Iran war. Experts are saying it's not the real number of deaths. Yeah, it's probably more. Who are we kidding? Oh, the Blue Jays scored against the Rays. Captain Alejandro Kirk. Good for the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, I don't know if that means they're in the lead, but it would be nice, you know. Playing forward. Toronto is down by 1. Okay. Toronto's down by 1. 3 minutes in. Bottom 4. Okay, the Blue Jays got one back at the top of the 4th. Oh, bases are loaded against the Rays. That's wonderful. In-play runs. Great. Double and it's 4-1. Okay, yeah, the Jays are losing this one. Back to Gavrin. Well, at least we don't have to care about the Jays game. Winning more than 2 in Tampa was never going to happen. Let's be real. Let's just hope we get a second tomorrow. Playing forward. So, with that being said, hit that like button. Let's get this one going. We got 4 likes on this one. I hate that it looks like this, but what can you do? Playing forward. YouTube, I have one qualm. If I'm going to stream through your website, landscape. Good live stream setup. How we doing, Daniel? Thank you for making me feel better, but I don't. I had to do this on a whim. I had to. I'm not going to miss a Toronto game when there's nothing stopping me from going live. AKA my Wi-Fi's working. Playing forward. Header. It's the same. Or are you talking about that? 6 minutes in, 0-0. Trust me, I don't like this being vertical as much as y'all do. It gives me the freaking ick. Playing forward. Dorsch. Blocked away. Gilman. Zimmerman. Ball crossed in. Shot wide! Toronto not looking bad so far. Yeah, I always have been streaming on my phone. That's the problem. 1-0 Montreal Owuzu. Won 2-1 versus New England on Saturday. First home match in over 3 months. 3-2-5 at home this season for TFC. They're looking pretty good. Still trying to figure this out. Oh, well, no, that's just super chat goals. We're not doing that. That's crazy. You could stream with playables. That's kind of crazy. Either way, playing forward. Sargent. Shallowy has a shot. Here's a chance. Shot wide. Toronto almost. They're playing pretty well, I can tell you that much. 0-0. Playing forward, blocked away. Here comes Charlotte. Here's a chance. Shot, goal against the run of play, and it's 1-0 to Charlotte. And it's a loco. What were we doing? Ah. 8th minute, it is a loco who scores. Rodolfo Loco. I guess the Reds are really garbage. Bad ball from Gavrin. Yes, as well as our defense was completely and utterly stretched. Kuskevich tried. All I know is I think the Revs are completely garbage. I mean, Charlotte's a good team, though. Like, if they blow us out, I mean, I can't totally be mad about it. Well, I guess I could, but, you know, they're top 4 in the East. We're garbage, and we're under Montreal with this result. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. If they win and we lose, we're tied on points, and we're under them because we have less wins. Oh, no, 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 no. That makes it worse. And we're 14th in the East. Now, we gotta find a way to come back. We gotta find a way to come back. Act 1 avoided. I agree. Cleared away. Header. I mean, I thought we were playing well up until then. I thought we had the bulk of the possession and such. Charlotte's pretty good at counterattacking, though. What do you know? Their manager's an English manager. How we doing, Henry? Definitely could have been avoided. Oh. If you're asking why this is vertical, StreamYard sucks right now. It's not working. Which is why this is not on Rumble and why this is not on Twitch. Ball crossed in. Shot blocked away. Losing Jordy's going to really bite us in the ass tonight, isn't it? Well, turns out, shot. Show me some of that fight you showed me last on the weekend. Come on, show me some fight. Show me some fight like you did on the weekend. That's crazy. Everybody out of the playoffs, besides Atlanta, 14th to 11th as we stand, are all at 1-0 over Miami for Philly. Philly just took the lead. So now they're on 22 points. Nope. Nope. It was only supposed to be there for the World Cup. So no, it got tore down. It's not there anymore. Now, to be fair, something like Sweets in the North End. And Jesus Sanchez did some dumb shit, didn't he? Okay. Not good. Either way, you think Infantino is staying as boss? No. Vasilev scored. Not surprised. No. I think he's gone. Here's my theory, though. The FIFA president. Because I think, as you can tell, there are countries that are peeling off the CONCACAF, AFC, UEFA block. Even European countries that are pulling off the block. It's called StreamYard, crapped its pants, and I had to stream somehow, Isaiah. I don't like it at all. It feels weird to me. But it's a Toronto game. It's my team. My Wi-Fi works. It's a StreamYard problem. I'm not going to stream. So it looks like I'm on Instagram or TikTok. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. Goal! Goal! We tied it! And it is Simmermanchich, Marcus Simmermanchich with a goal. 1-1. Tie game. Well, I'm happy he scored. That's what I like. I'm happy Toronto scored. That's what I like. I still don't like this being vertical, but you know, whatever. What if they win? Well, good thing they won on the weekend, so we don't have to make this a thing. Shot. What a shot by Simmermanchich. See, you got to take a shot outside the box. Take a shot outside the box. There we go. Well, I am pretty... 14th minute. 14th minute for Simmermancic. 1-1. Well, I mean, nice little setup by Sargent. He does everything right. He just hasn't scored, is the way to put it. Now we're on 21 points as it stands. We'll be on 23 if we win. Just to say. So, our mistake there by Gavrin and all that does... It deals with itself. But I will say the video will be in the right layout. But I had to stream somehow. For some reason, YouTube just straight up said, you know what? At some point over the last 5 years, I haven't used the YouTube streaming, like inside YouTube app streaming, in 5 years. I did it for a little bit before I got the StreamYard. I could do as long as I wanted on StreamYard, but for a while I had the 20-hour limit on StreamYard, but there were things I wanted to stream, so I had to do it through the YouTube app back when I first got partner. Either way, over the last 5 years, at some point they changed their YouTube in-app streaming just to vertical, and I didn't know that. But I needed to use some as a backup, so here we are. So if it's a fever dream, that's on blame StreamYard. Blame StreamYard. Either way, where's Zaha? He doesn't play for Charlotte anymore. He left. I think he's training at Crystal Palace right now, actually. Zaha doesn't play for Charlotte anymore. He hadn't played for them in over a year, I thought. Over a year? He left in the offseason, I think. Or I won't say over a year, but I think he left in the offseason. Was it Galatasaray? Or was that before? Either way. He was on loan, I think. Either way. Now, if you're asking about St. Maximin, let's see. Is he on the bench? He's not even... Wait, he is on the bench. Okay. Shot over the bar! Charlotte puts it over the bar. What do you think of TFC jerseys? I mean, I like the ones they're wearing. I like their away jerseys this year. I like their home jerseys that they've had for the past 2 years. I like them. I like them. Good save from Gavrin. I don't know if he got a touch to it. I don't know if he did. Let me see. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say he did. It was put over the bar. But it's a 1-1 draw so far in the 17th minute. Now, with that being said, Sean Johnson's better than Gavrin. I mean, I agree, per se, but 17th minute. But either way, header. I mean, I agree, per se, but things are going well, Angus, except for the fact StreamYard not working makes me look stupid with his vertical stream. Feels like Instagram or TikTok instead of YouTube. Weirdly enough. One Chelsea player you want on TFC. Well, realistically or actually want? All time or current? Well, there's two questions. Realistically or just want? And all time or current? I mean, all time, I don't know if Diego Costa, screw it. Diego Costa, I'm sure he could still score 20 in MLS. All-time Diego Costa. Eden Hazard completely retired, so we're not going to use that. And I'm not saying John Terry either. Wouldn't mind him. Well, either way, whatever. Currently, no, I don't want Delap. Sargent's better than Delap. Give me João Pedro. Well, That's not realistic, but give me João Pedro. Realistically, ooh. Well, we have center backs, though. I don't want Malo Gusto, and I don't want Pedro Neto. Ugh. Honestly, nobody on this current Chelsea squad besides João Pedro. Really. No. Well, StreamYard isn't working right now. It's saying too much traffic or whatever. Sounds to me like it's they're down or somebody DDoSed them or something. Use OBS, bro. It's free and 10 times better. João Pedro would be a godsend. I agree. Here's the thing. If I can use it through my phone, that'd be great. But I'm not buying a camera just to stream and then making the videos with a phone. Here's a chance of Loco! Cross! Save! How the hell did we get away? Nope, we didn't. Goal, 2-1. Toklamati scores. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Idon Toklamati puts away the third chance. 1-2. Miami, Philadelphia is a draw. Well, good for them. Lord have mercy. 2 takes for Toronto. Gets kicked away, and Toklamati puts it away. It's 2-1 to Charlotte. We answered, and now we're down again. 20th minute, Idon Toklamati. This just shows how good Charlotte are. I know, and Toronto's garbage. Well, I think this just shows how bad the Revs are. One to 2. Charlotte fans throwing post game is so unique and cool. I agree. Honestly, here's my thought. For me, Toronto FC is a better team, but Charlotte's just a team that never gives up. Lies. Well, on paper, I mean, Toronto definitely has a good squad on paper, but here's the problem. The manager's a joke, and the GM in the front office is a joke. Robin Fraser doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and MLSE don't know much better. Well, maybe Seba does, but I don't know what he does in the front office. He may just be there to keep fans happy. I don't know how much work he does in the front office, and frankly, if it was me, I would rather Seba do a lot of work in the front office. Turns out, maybe the Revs just suck ass. Maybe the Revolution just suck ass. Okay, Montreal's drawn now. We're still ahead of them. It's fine. Who are they? Montreal is playing Columbus. Okay. Columbus 1-1 Marrero. Let's go. So we're back down by a point. Call it. Promise Jonathan David and dare I say better. I agree to a certain extent. I think Promise David is better for what a CONCACAF team needs. Going to say 3 Toronto. It'd be awesome. They showed good fight on the weekend. Show it again. You know, is what I would say. But either way, let's see how the game. Can the Fire win the MLS? I mean, Chicago might. Yeah, I could see it. We need Nelson Palacio back from injury. Well, he never started for us in the first place, but I'd like to see him play. I think Nelson Palacio's a solid player. Yeah. 1-0 to Violette over Delfines del Este in the Caribbean Cup. Shot saved by Gavrin. Next 2 games start at 8 in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup or Central American Cup. Marathon Alianza Mixco Mesit. Fast Municipal later. Philly leads Miami. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not again. 1-1. Suarez Messi assist for Pinter. Rio, StreamYard, choked. Well, no, it's still 1-1, my bad. StreamYard isn't working tonight. I don't know if it got DDoSed or if it's just not working tonight. I don't know. But it must be down right now, and I wasn't waiting to start a stream, so I was like, you know what, I'll just do it through the YouTube app, as you could tell. Here's the problem. I didn't know YouTube, over the 5 years I haven't used the in-app streaming, made it vertical, and that it has to be vertical. So we're doing this the way it can be done, is my point. The video will be back in the normal configuration, and hopefully tomorrow the streams will be back to normal. But right now, and Miami took the lead. It's 2-1 Miami. Messi. Luigi scores for NYCFC. Well, there you go. 1-1 there. 25th minute. Toronto, see what they could do. Vertical's better for viewers on mobile devices, I think. I mean, it is, but I don't exactly like it because I'm not streaming. If I was streaming on Instagram or TikTok, okay, no complaints. That's not what I'm doing. I don't know. Either way, isn't Charlotte in the Leagues Cup? Yes, they were. They were because they made the playoffs last year. Anybody in MLS who makes the playoffs plays in Leagues Cup. At least that's what it's been for the past couple of years. Or at least in theory, but it really was this year. Last year, in theory, that's what it was, but Montreal was in it last year because for some reason MLS had a rule where you could only play 2 tournaments. Probably to protect Miami from themselves with the Club World Cup, which that didn't count as a tournament against. Or Seattle. I guess Seattle and LAFC too as well, because in the end they both were in it as well. But since the Club World Cup's not a thing, you know, Mexico's been given the green light by Infantino to enter CONMEBOL, but that will only happen if Infantino stays the president. But that's why Mexico peeled off the CONCACAF Asia UEFA block. Ian Fry assisted Messi. It's 2-1 over there. Which, I mean, I don't like that, but it's funny. It's actually funny in my book. It's hilarious. Israel pulled their support for Infantino, but Mexico's backing Infantino. Okay. All right. I mean, I got to tip my hat to that one. Hey. Good one. Good one. Not when it has to be given. Ryan impressed. Ryan impressed. I mean, I guess because Asia doesn't want them. Is this season over? I mean, if Fraser stays the manager for much longer, it will be. It will be. But I'd say about 4 more matches. If they don't fire him in like 4 more matches, yeah, the season's over. New England 1-0. Did you know Canada's hosted the Gold Cup more than Mexico? Yeah. But is it really? I mean, they have, but they haven't. Like, Canada's had a lot of Gold Cup games on Canadian soil. Does it really count, though? Like, there was only like 1 Gold Cup where Canada really hosted. Wide. How does it feel to be on the same side as... It feels weird. It feels very weird, but for the first time, I'm happy. I mean, for the greater good, I'm glad. You know, for the greater good, I'm glad. So that's a rare feeling. It actually is, Henry. It's a rare feeling. But Infantino needs to go. Infantino needs to go, and if that's what they want, okay. Yes, it's cold. It's cold. Yes. Okay. All right. Portugal and Spain are allegedly not supporting the Infantino. Good. But I'm not surprised about that. Portugal and Spain are... I don't see why they would get blackmailed compared to other countries. Infantino has CONMEBOL and some at Asia, Russia, and Africa. Oh, yeah, because Russia's... Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I know Russia's kind of thinking about doing the reverse Israel and joining AFC so they could get back into FIFA. Because, if, as we know in football, Israel started in AFC. Then they got kicked out. Then UEFA picked them up. They're technically an Asian country. Just like Azerbaijan, but, you know, whatever. Azerbaijan, technically, you could say it's either or, but either way, whatever. Russia is in both. They're both Asian and European. Russia wants to pull the reverse Israel. So they could, which is funny because I think in hockey, aren't they starting to allow the Russians back? Also in FIA, auto racing, Russian licenses you can race with again, by the way. So Mazepin's coming back, I guess. Honestly, no, can we not? Can we not? Can we not? I don't think I ever want to see Mazepin back on a track. Anywhere. Even NASCAR. TFC aren't even top 10 in Canada. Call the Pirate and they will be, but right now, yeah, you're probably right. Shakhtar want to play home games at Stamford Bridge. Well, I mean, didn't Mudryk used to play for Shakhtar? I think it's the least we could do. You know what? I think it's the least we could do. Hey, you know what? I want to see Stamford Bridge on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's going to be weird, but whatever. It's the least we could do. Let's just say Mudryk sends his regards. How about that? Either way. Yep. Yep, it did. But here's the good news. Xabi Alonso might fix that problem. I think. Either way. Well, did it though? I mean, it kind of did, but it didn't. If you think about it. I mean, did it really though? We won the Club World Cup. But you could say, well, I mean, they won the Champions League under Roman, and that's why they were in the Club World Cup, but they still had to win the Club World Cup. Orsic came off the bench and rifled a one-time shot off the post yesterday. TFC could have had him for a song. As we know, TFC doesn't know what they're doing in most cases. 33rd minute. What's Australia's excuse to move from Oceania? Oh, they just wanted better competition. They just wanted better competition. And they let him move. I'm surprised they let it happen. But either way, here's the problem, though. Like, hey, but you know what? New Zealand probably ain't mad about it no more. If they ever were. Why can't Mexico do that? Honestly, if Mexico does that, it kills CONCACAF. Like, what's the point? Like, yeah, Canada would be number 2. Or they'd be 1B. But what's the point? Because that'd be the end of Leagues Cup. Well, yeah, but nobody gives a shit about that. That would signal the end of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, I want Toronto to win that trophy so bad, but if Mexican teams weren't on the road to it, what's the point? And the only time it would look like it mattered ever again after Mexico left would be when I'm old and gray and I have early onset Alzheimer's. CONCACAF's already the weakest region. But it's not as weak as people think. But if Mexico leaves, it will be weak. Just merge the three at this point. CONMEBOL's weak and needs more teams. They always have to invite teams to their tournaments. See, here's the thing. I loved the Copa America 2 years ago. And if the Copa America is the same way in 2 years' time, I love that. And I was happy Canada made it as far as they did. We made it furthest out of all the CONCACAF teams. We could have finished third place. But maybe we were lucky. But it felt awesome to watch Canada and Copa America. It felt awesome. And maybe we should just merge them both. A weak team in CONMEBOL like Chile or Venezuela would easily win the Gold Cup. Well, it depends on if Venezuela and Chile brought in their best players and the USA and Canada and Mexico didn't. I actually would agree. I would agree. I mean, no, he's not wrong though. Like, if the USA, Canada, and Mexico didn't bring their best teams, if they all brought C teams, Venezuela or Chile could win the Gold Cup. I definitely think they're better than everybody else. Probably more Venezuela than Chile, but, you know, then again, do with that what you will. Well, Chile is terrible right now. But the difference is, are we talking about A teams or B teams? Like A team versus B team. I mean, yeah, what else? Like, yeah, Copa America is the second highest quality regional tournament on earth. Canada's B team would beat Chile's A team. Are you sure about that? Really? The team who lost on penalties to Guatemala? That team? No. 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 You can't say Canada's B team would beat Chile's A team if they lost to Guatemala on penalties. No. At least not obviously. Maybe you could say it's likely. No. And you could say, well, Guatemala is better than Chile. Canada had 10 men against Guatemala. Yeah, but they had a lot of chances to score before they had more chances to score before the red card. If they could have finished, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The question is does Canada finish? If Canada's B team finishes, here comes Sargent, and he runs way off the ball. Here's a chance. Shot TFC wide. 39th minute, 1-2. If Canada finishes, okay. If Canada finishes, okay, they beat Canada's B beats Chile's A team. By the way, oh wait, didn't we draw Chile 2 years ago? 0-0 with our A team in North America? Hold on, wait, whoa. We couldn't even beat them with our A team. It's 1-2. Charlotte leads. Charlotte leads 1-2. Do you think Toronto could play a Club World Cup? Well, I mean, to qualify? Fraser stays? No. They call a pirate? Yes, we'll qualify. Yeah, we beat Peru. That's why we got out of the group. We drew Chile, which gave us the point, but we needed to beat one of them and we beat Peru. But we drew Chile. We drew Chile's A team with our A team 2 years ago. So you're telling me our B team's better? The team who lost to Guatemala on penalties? Who the only thing they did in that Gold Cup was win 6-1 to Honduras. And then after that, a complete went to shit against a team who ended up going to the World Cup. And freaking El Salvador had to go down to 9 for us to win. Okay. Venezuela's best player is Solomon Rondon. They damn near beat Canada with all those household names. We won on penalties, thankfully. And then we won on penalties, thankfully. But again, we couldn't finish. Again, everything about Canada, even to the U20 level, is Canada can't finish. And finally, the time we got a player that can help us finish goals, guess what? He blows out his knee the one club game before the international break. Wow. Cross in, header. We had Marcelo Flores. He would have done so well in our midfield to help us actually have really good chances to finish. I mean, we created a lot of chances in the World Cup. Just imagine if we had Marcelo there. Just imagine. And he blows out his knee during the Champions Cup final. One game away from the international window. Now I'm streaming through YouTube's app because StreamYard doesn't work right now. Either way. I think StreamYard really does a bad job of, what's it called? Whatever it's called. You were kind of contradicting yourself. You said Canada made semis in Copa America 2024, but now you say you can't beat Chile's A team. I'm saying Canada's B team can't. Blue Jays back in the wild card race. Well, they're in the wild card race. They're not winning today, though. Chile's a joke, back to their reality. I didn't say Canada's A team couldn't, but they didn't. I'm saying if Canada's A team couldn't beat Chile 2 years ago, how we doing? How could their B team beat them? I know every game's different, but Chile are in a bad moment right now. Never forget that team made Messi retire. Well, as Marcel said, guess who was on that team? Prime Alexis Sanchez and Arturo Vidal. That's who made Messi retire. Oh, also, Prime Eduardo Vargas. Mind you, America Eduardo Vargas. Oh, yeah, he played for America, yeah. Prime Eduardo Vargas. Liga MX Eduardo Vargas. Or was it Tigre? Shit. Maybe. Nah, now I know I'm getting my wires crossed. But he was in Liga MX. He was either about to come or he was in Liga MX at the time. Either way, it might have been Tigres. I'm getting my wires crossed. Either way, Chile won 2 out of 18 qualifying games. That's pathetic. 19 home games. Was a mini cup wide. Claudio Bravo, hadn't heard that name in a while. Speaking Espanol. Not today, no. Don't need to today. It's Charlotte versus Toronto. I mean, I guess I could, but... Corner for Toronto. Eduardo Vargas was Tigres. Okay, Tigres, my bad. He was about to go to Mexico. Tigres. Alexis Sanchez just refuses to hang up the boots. Yeah, and he's playing in Montreal now. It was Tigres, my bad. Header. My bad. Tigres. I knew we faced him in that James Cup run in 2018. My bad. I knew I got my wires crossed. Is Canada going to win Nations League or more of the same? If we start finishing our chances, we will. Here's the bad part is the USA, they re-signed Pochettino. Yeah, okay, that might make it tougher. USA re-signed Pochettino. That might make it tougher. But who knows? Maybe they're actually frauds. And they had a really good World Cup run, and then Belgium waffle stomped them back to earth. We're going to find out, though. If Canada can finish, we can win the Nations League. And we'll see how much Rafa does for Mexico. But I feel like this being his first major job, he should have been fired after that Belgium game. 2-0 New England. Yeah, but it's also Mauricio Pochettino. That 7-0 against Mexico from Chile still stings. Yeah. Oh, that was Owusu has 11 goals. I know. Doing as well as it is. He has 12 now. Yeah, he scored today. Yeah. 1-2, 4 minutes of stoppage time. And away! Caught! 2 minutes. Juan Carlos Osorio should have got canned after that game. But you also beat Germany at the World Cup, though. Really? Really? He should have gotten canned? Really? Okay. No. 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 Y'all still beat Germany. 1-2. What happened in the Orlando-Chicago game? I got a notification to suspend it. Probably rain. Probably rain. It's fine. He knows. It was rain. I guess halftime there's rain. Weather delay. Switching to Sport KC St. Louis. The rain! The rain! It's fine! He knows! I didn't know. Mauricio's 13 wins, 9 losses, 2 draws across 24 matches. That's bad or I'm tripping. Some really scary stuff from Jamal Musiala recently. Yeah, it's sad. I hate that. Like, if he's here this way, medically retired because of these Saints. It doesn't seem to be a heart problem like Erickson or other guys, which makes it even scarier. TFC should add a better proposition on the table for Maxime Crepeau. I agree, but I agree. I'm surprised. I'm surprised nobody caught the Leo Rush reference. I can't lie. I do love Leo Rush's new gimmick. I do. Even if I don't. Leo Rush's gimmick is absolutely genius. And it's halftime. It is 1-2 at the half. Charlotte has the lead. And Toronto, they've looked solid at times, but they've definitely looked bad as well at times. 45 more minutes of this being a vertical stream. And then we'll review the game. It'll look like normal. So, with that being said, sit tight, be back. We'll take a short break. As a Canada fan, are you happy with Jesse Marsh so far? Yeah, for the most part. There are things that I definitely don't like, but do you need an Apple to get Apple TV? No, I mean, I have Apple TV on my Fire Stick. And, I mean, I have the app on my phone, but you can watch it anywhere. Computer, which is a Microsoft computer. Who has the best home jerseys in MLS? Jesse Marsh. We'll see. I don't know. Toronto's is nice. Home jerseys. Portland's. Trying to think. Well, I didn't put Toronto's up there that high. No. 2 years ago. Portland's. Either way, we'll take a short break. We'll be back. It's 1-2 to Charlotte. We're back for the stats at the half. 9 likes. All right. We got 47% possession to 53% possession. 7 shots to 7. 2 shots on goal to 5. We got 197 accurate pass to 223. 84 or 89% pass accuracy to 90. 0 yellow cards to 0. 3 corners to 1. 7 shots to 7. 4 shots off goal to 2. 2 shots on goal to 5. We got 222 passes to 249, 89% pass accuracy to 90, 5 throws to 9, 0 offside to 1, 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 5 fouls, 1 to 2 at the half. I think Toronto's put up a really good fight, but I think Charlotte looks fun. They have had the bulk of possession, but they don't seem to really be doing much with it unless it's against the run of play. I think Toronto's been solid as a team. I think they're definitely missing Jordy, to be honest. That definitely... Ooh. Definitely FC. Definitely could be better. Definitely could look better at times, but... Second half, let's see what happens. See what happens for the rest of this match, and then we will review this once it's over, and I'll be back tomorrow for Defense Force, Alianza Panama, and Alajuelense LA Firpo. Defense Force Broki, Alianza Panama versus Olympia, LA Firpo, Alajuelense is what we got tomorrow. 3 streams, 1 review. I don't think we're definitely need more from Shallowy, though. I'll agree. Definitely comedy of errors on both goals against, but we're getting looks at goal as well. So we're not completely out of it like other games, I would say. Oh, well, there you go. That's kind of cool. There you go. Definitely. Mexico goes to CONMEBOL. What do you think is going to happen to the Pro Rail situation? I feel like they'd have to bring it back. But either way, I feel like they'd have to bring it back, but either way, we'll see what happens. And Toronto kicks off for the second half. And there we go. The Jays are somehow only 1 run down to the Rays. And shit's going south for them. Crazy. Phil's doing the St. Louis game. Well, there you go. By the way, Jesus Sanchez got stinker and hooked. Some Schneider never does. Yes, Jesus Sanchez, yeah, he deserved it. Either way, 1-2. Here we go. Let's see where this game goes. Middle of the 7th. Okay. Blue Jays are only at run down on the Rays, which could be worse. With all the things that have happened in this game, Brett Bateman coming out with a soreness, Josh Smith being hobbled, Jesus Sanchez being a bozo. You know what? I can't totally complain. Blue Jays might pull this one off in the end. They're only one down. I didn't say anything was likely, but you know what? But hey, Marcus Zimmermanchich scored his first TFC goal, so good for him. Fluharty in for Seawold. Do you watch Football Asada? I only watch you and them for footy content. StreamYard's having a stinker. About as bad as Jesus Sanchez in the Blue Jays game. It's called StreamYard Sucks Tonight. It's not working. So I have to do it. I didn't know YouTube made their streams vertical if you're doing it through the YouTube app. But they did. Sometime in the last 5 years. If I knew that, I don't know if I would be streaming right now, but there's nothing I can do. I tried to find Arama struck out pretty good. I do watch Asada. I do see their content. Definitely do see their content. At least their Instagram posts. But yeah, I do. Vertical makes you tall as... No, I'm not. I wish. I wish. Hey, vertical makes me look tall in playouts. Good. I am not tall at all. I am not tall at all. It's only for tonight, I think, Risklander. We should be back to normal tomorrow. You don't have to miss it for long, but it was either I don't stream or it's vertical, turns out. Because StreamYard's just got, I guess they got DDoSed tonight or whatever. He looks slimmer in vertical. I mean, I'm not that fat. I mean, I'm a skinny fat ass. I don't really have abs, but I'm not fat. I'm trying to gain some mass, but, you know, before I really start trying to maybe slim it down a little bit, but I'm not fat. But thanks, I guess. In playouts, we're going to the 8th when it comes to the Blue Jays. They're only down a run. Fluharty gets out Hicks. Blue Jays got 6 outs to at least tie the game. Man, what if they won this after all the bullshit anyway? We're actually back, if that's the case. 1-2. Can Toronto come back and tie the game when it comes to football as well? I think we'll know the answer about the Jays as we know the answer about TFC. Would you trade a TFC loss for a Jays win? At this point, I would, yes. If TFC had to lose for the Jays to win, Salentano's robbed Luigi twice in a couple of minutes. Well, good for him. Playing forward. Well, the U17 U.S. Women's Camp. USA wins 4-1 over Canada. We might be cooked. Canada's future on the women's side might be cooked. Ooh. Which, I mean, we kind of all had a feeling that was the case. But our women's team is cooked. Already knew, Ryan, says Macronical. Damn, the men's team starts getting good, and now the women's team is getting cooked. We really are becoming a real football nation, aren't we? Not that I'm... Damn, it sucks, though. That sucks, though. Casey Stoney isn't the coach for the real women's team, but Canada Soccer is sticking with her. I mean, what else can we really do? Like, I mean, I don't know if Bev was the coach for us either. But at least she won an Olympic gold. But, of course, everybody had to pay for that drone scandal. I just find the drone scandal stuff. I don't know why Rick West had to make that anything more serious. The dude had enough on his plate with the Hockey Canada shit that actually should have been serious. That is serious. Why did he have to go after Herdman and Bev Priestman for... Like, what was that for? Like, that's about, like, Pablo Torre doing the shittiest to Kawhi Leonard. Like, does it really matter? Compared to shit? Does that really... Like, you're talking about horrible hockey culture, the horrible parts of hockey culture versus drones, or, oh, Kawhi got a payment from Daktronics. Like, I respect what Rick Westhead did when it came to the Hockey Canada stuff, and still do, but I definitely was like, really? You have enough time on your hands to start talking about this drone shit? Also, like, what axe do you have to grind? Like, fight the power when it actually needs to be fought. Like I apologize and shit, but it's freaking drones. Now, I mean, on the men's side, it didn't really hurt us. I mean, I'll be real, except for BLO. Except for that year with BLO. Okay, that hurt. But, header, wide. I think Toronto FC is going to the playoffs. They need to call the Pirate if they want to go to the playoffs. But, hey, maybe they'll sneak their way in with Fraser. Just because the players do well. Maybe. I don't know. Either way. Full count on Jimenez. Either way, I don't know. I feel like and Bielsa didn't lose his fucking job. Carson Bench is amazing defense. Well, good for him. And Marcelo, Tonda Eckert hasn't lost his job. Tonda Eckert still has a job. And he's spied with Southampton. He still has a job. Yeah, they got pulled out of the playoffs, but he still has a job. Freaking Marcelo Bielsa didn't have to leave Leeds. And he spied, but no, John Herdman and Bev Priestman have to get pushed out of Canada because they spied. But Tonda Eckert still has a job. And you could say, well, but... And Tonda Eckert sent a real spy too. Exactly. So I don't know exactly what we're doing. And there's a red card. Wait. Toronto's down a man again. Great. Walker Zimmerman's been sent off. Toronto's down a man. Wonderful. Daz Cameron up at bat for the Jays, 1 out. Wow, that's the game. Yep. Toklamati, Dogso, free kick for Charlotte, and we're down a man for the rest of the half. So it turns out. Ball crossed in, or cleared all the way deep. Really? Zimmerman tries to catch up. Dogso. Did he even touch him? Daz Cameron flew out. So, my point is this. I feel like John Herdman's still a good coach. I think it hurt Toronto more than it hurt Canada. Because, I mean, he already had left at that point. And I think it did hurt the women's team. I think Bev Priestman being pushed out hurt the women's team more than Canada's men's team. And Herdman, of course, who had just left anyway for TFC. I think TFC got hurt more than the Canadian men's national team with the drone shit. I mean, Canada's women's team got it worse. I mean, I'm going to say it. You mean Herdman's next job, Angus? Marsh ain't using drones. They always get a red card. What's the second time in 2 straight games? But Canada's men. For me, I still believe that Bev Priestman was a better manager than Casey Stoney. Or I still believe that she is. I don't know if Bev was completely the answer, but I feel like if they kept Bev Priestman, I think they'd be a little bit better off. Wide, cleared away. At least in the future, if not now. And Oloko scores a third. It gets in there. Well, yeah, the U.S. If the U.S. didn't mess up the Marsh hire, yeah, we'd be screwed for sure. But in the end, you know, I could only imagine what we would have done if they didn't. Headed on, and yep, it did go in, and it crossed the line. Why are players walk off after getting the red card, protest, and stand on the field? What are they going to do? Well, I guess they want them to check VAR. But I guess Zimmerman's going to get fined too. I mean, can I even say he did tackle him, though? I don't even know if he touched him. It's 3-1 to Charlotte. Well, at this point, Kessler. Oh, Henry Kessler? Oh, yeah, he did start. Henry Kessler with a goal. Gavrin couldn't keep it out. Henry Kessler makes it 3-1. I just hope Montreal loses today. At this point. And the Blue Jays end up winning. 58th minute. And this is why we need goal line technology in MLS. And we're just going to check VAR. Well, is it going to count? We're going to find out. Hey, Josh Smith walked. Nice. 2 on, or 1 on, 2 out. Valenzuela up next. If Valenzuela hits a home run, the Jays will have the lead when it comes to baseball, with 6 outs to get defensively. The TFC game is probably over, even if this doesn't count. Mateus Pereira's on. Now we put him on! Well, welcome back, Mateus. Welcome back, Mateus. For Coelho. But the sad part is, does it really matter? Wells pitching to Valenzuela. Give me a homer or a hit. Just keep the line moving. Charlotte for their 4th, maybe. Good tackle by Mateus. Good job, Pereira. Good job. At least he made a good tackle. Welcome back. TFC manager needs to go. Was a bad hire from the beginning. Too soft 2 games in a row. Please score so we don't lose is bad. The more badly we lose, the more likely Fraser gets fired. Well, that's my hope. So if we're going to lose, make it worse. Get him out. Call the pirate. Of course. You still have a chance. You still have a chance. It's not over yet. The season ain't over yet. Still got a chance. You've missed the opportunity twice. Let's make the right call. You got a third, maybe 3rd time's the charm. Get blown out. And no, it hasn't started yet. We fired Phil. Look at the fruits of the labor for us. I mean, firing Fraser just to fire him doesn't exactly do the job. But, I mean, of course, call the pirate. It isn't just fire Fraser. TFC should have hired the Forge coach. I would back that, though. Philadelphia 2-2 Pierre. Well, 2-2. Neil Pierre again. Montreal is still tied. Neil Pierre again. Well, there you go. I mean, Otis, though. I would endorse Smirny Otis as Toronto manager. I would. I mean, he kind of does, but that's not what I mean. Either way, you know. I would endorse Smirny Otis. Blue Jays are 3 outs away. They need to somehow score at least 1 run in 3 outs when they get to the bottom of the 9th, or top of the 9th. Well, of course, let's see if they could get it to stay a 1-run deficit, and then they'd have to close it out. But either way, 62nd minute. The Jays game matters more at this point, my friends. Losing a baseball game because our left fielder plays house league level defense. Jay's getting hot. Kawhi coming home. Good times. I agree. All we have to do... Oh, also, by the way, Gavin McKenna being a Toronto Maple Leaf. Gavin McKenna is a Toronto Maple Leaf, and Austin looks healthy. Also, all you have to do to finish it out, fire Fraser and call the Pirate. This could be the year of comebacks, my friends. If you call the Pirate, TFC is going to come back and go all the way to winning MLS Cup and making Champions Cup. Lando Norris is going to somehow come back and at least take it to the final race, if not win the World Drivers' Championship. And the Toronto Blue Jays are going to make the playoffs and win the World Series. After all the shit they've went through, they're going to get red hot over the next month, stay red hot. Well, go from hot to red hot, and then stay red hot in October and win the World Series. It's the year of comebacks, my friends. It's the year of comebacks. Look at Arsenal after they fired Edu, another example. Exactly. Basically, call the Pirate, we'll win MLS Cup, and we'll be in Champions Cup next year. And Leagues Cup, too, because, of course, if you make the playoffs, you're in. The Jays are going to win the World Series. If they make the playoffs, they're winning the World Series. I don't care. And Lando Norris is going to find a way to take that McLaren at least to the final race to win the world, at least have a chance to win the World Drivers' Championship on the final day in Imola. Because it's not Abu Dhabi. They might still call it the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but Philadelphia Losky 3-2. The worst game ever. Fraser has like 7 of those. Fraser has like 7 of those. Either way. As you can tell. Generally, worst game, Corbianu is 5 of those as well. 65th minute. The Mets are so bad they lose those. I will say this, though. If the Expos ever come back to the MLB, I'm going to say this. I have no hatred for the Expos. I really don't have any hatred for the Habs either. It's really just CF Montreal. Either way, if the Expos come back to the MLB at some point, I thought of this yesterday. I mean, I'm a big fan of Jackie Robinson and what he stands for in baseball and what he means. Jackie Robinson played in Montreal. If you remember, he played for the Montreal Royals. If the Expos ever come back, and the hat. See, I have no problem with the Expos, though. And I don't think anybody does. Montreal deserves their team back. It's better than Vegas. Offside, Philadelphia. 2-2. The Expos had a great team years ago. Tim Raines, Warren Cromartie, and Andre Dawson. Yep. Legends. Is it true the Saudis might stop doing F1 because of the war and cost? Yeah, it's true. They're definitely not doing it this year, but I mean, the Saudis are pulling out of Live Golf. I think the only thing they might still be part of, this might be a handball. Now, is it a free kick or is it looks like a free kick, yes. It looks like the only thing the Saudis are still funding is football and their own league. And that looks like about it. They might cut everything else. And F1's part of that, which I'm not mad about it. The Saudi track is shit. Let's be real. The only good track in the Arab world out of the 4 tracks for F1 is Abu Dhabi. That's it. That's the only good track. Saudi's track sucks. Bahrain's track sucks. And Qatar's is fucking horrible. It just is. I'm not mincing any words. Qatar's the worst. They're driving on a MotoGP track in Qatar. It sucks. Like, the only good thing about Trump starting the war in Iran is the fact that we don't have to watch them race in the frickin' Arab world. Because it's all only because those tracks suck ass, by the way. And I mean that because all those tracks suck ass, except for Abu Dhabi. The one that I'm going to miss is Abu Dhabi. But other than that, I don't want to see a race in Bahrain. I don't want to see a race in Saudi Arabia. I don't want to see a race in frickin' Qatar. I don't. They all suck. I'm glad that Sepang is back. I'm glad that Imola is going to be back. I'm glad that Portimao is coming back a year early. I'm glad that Zandvoort might not completely be gone. If they don't go back to the Arab world, Zandvoort might not completely be gone. And that's a disaster, losing Zandvoort. We might get the Nordschleife back. Awesome. We might get the French Grand Prix back. Awesome. Give me good tracks. The awesome part about the COVID year was we got some awesome tracks back. This is similar, except nobody's dying of a virus. Well, I guess there are people dying because of bombs, but... Well, I guess either way there are people dying, but either way. At least people will be at the Grand Prix. Either way, Abada and a Loco off for Island St. Maximin and Smalls. We really got to put on Maximin? We really got to put him on? Okay, either way. Yeah, no. I want Imola back. I want Zandvoort to stay. Zandvoort this weekend, but it might be the last time. But the good thing about this war is Zandvoort might not be gone. I don't want Zandvoort to go away. Baker error, McAdoo reaches. Come on, Jays. Come on. Shit, Fluharty. Or, there we go. Do more in Mexico. Who? Baker error, McAdoo reaches. Yusuf hat trick, New England 3-0. StreamYard ain't working tonight. That's the only reason it's like this. It'll be back to normal tomorrow, I think. George! Aha! Savior of the Blue Jays. Come on, George. George! Aha! Come on, George on as a pinch hitter. Come on, George. George! Come on, we can win this, George. We can win this. Come on, George. We can win this. Shot saved over the bar in the 70th minute. Trust me, I don't like it this way either, but I had to stream this game somehow, and StreamYard wasn't working today, so I did it through the YouTube app, not knowing they made every stream be vertical. So, I don't like it. I like it as much as you do. I don't like it at all. But at least I streamed the game, which it looks like a complete disaster. But either way, George! Aha! Come on. Give me a homer, George. Come on, George. Come on, George. We can win this, George. George, we can win. I can't do the Toto accent. I can't do the Toto Wolff accent. George, come on. We can win this, George. One to three. Foul ball. Come on, George. Just get on base. Ball crossed in. That's out. George flew out to center. Ah, man, I thought he got it. Why are people still at this game? I mean, if you're going to spend money to be there, why leave? I mean, Maximin's there, too. So, caught. Forge won 3-2 over Supra. Cool. Forge over Supra. St. Louis City scores Leuven at 46. Good. You know what sucks? The fact that Leuven might... Nathan Lucas at bat Charles McAdoo stole second base. Let's go. Hit ties the game. Come on. Corbianu. Cross. Come on, Lucas. Hit ties the game. Hit ties the game. Come on. Rays challenge, tag play. Charles McAdoo steals second base. Oh no. Manager challenge. Well, let's see what happens. 72nd minute. That's not a good news. 73rd minute, 1-3. It would be a statement to MLSE if the stadium was empty, yet the Torontonians support a losing team. I will watch at a distance, but I won't be gullible to give all my monies to MLSE. Alan St. Who? Maximin. Newcastle guy. Former Newcastle guy. Former America player as well. Remember that? Remember? Oh, I remember. Guess McAdoo's out. I guess. I don't know. I ain't seen the Steel play. Call on the field was upheld. McAdoo steals second. Who? Who? Okay, the Jays, if they get a hit, they tie the game. Player down, free kick for Charlotte, 74th minute. Just get a hit. Just get a hit. Maximin signed with Charlotte. Yep, and he's playing right now. '75th minute. One to 3. Yep, that was the French guy that played for America and flopped. Yeah, St. Maximin. But wasn't he getting abused by the fans? Lucas struck out, I guess. No, the other dude. Nathan Lucas struck out swinging. We got one back. Larea. Dorsch. We tied it up early. 75th minute. I might be behind. Playing forward. Corbianu. Into the box. Cross in. Shot. Goal! Daniel Shalloway. Well, he promised he would score. He promised he would score before the game last week. Or on the weekend. He taps one in to get one back there. 2-3. Dan Shalloway. Lucas missed strike 2, man. Fastball. Get the ball! Get the ball! Corbianu. Schnegg blew the tackle, and then Shalloway was right there to put it away. 72nd minute. 77th minute for Shalloway. 2-3. At least they're fighting. 77th minute for Shalloway. Shalloway. Always will back that guy. Is it gone? In play outs. Mullins. Kirk flew out to Mullins. Blue Jays lose. 6-7. Blue Jays lose tonight. Damn it. Blue Jays lost. Damn it. 2-3. Goodwin and De La Torre coming on for Charlotte. For Toklamati. Thank you, Jesus Sanchez, you jackass. Quinones got an 84 rated gold card in FIFA 27. Montreal took the lead 2-1. Shit. 2-1 Montreal. They're tied with us on points. And they're ahead of us due to wins. If we want to stay ahead of them, we got to get one back. We got to tie the game. What fight by TFC, though, to be honest. Free kick for TF. Nope. Advantage play. Straight. Montreal's playing decent. I mean, they are. They honestly are. Columbus, Philly, Montreal, and Toronto all tied on 20 points. Orlando at 21. Ninth place is 24 points. We're not far off from the playoffs, but we feel further than we should be. '80th minute. They just brought on Sanchez, Montreal. Free kick for TFC. Damn. 81st minute. What happened to Igor Lichnowsky and Mateus Uribe? Damn, those names are... Lichnowsky wanted out, didn't he? Like, he got loaned a couple of times, didn't he? Ball crossed in. Free kick. Atlanta scores. Minnesota. Thomas Jacob goal 37. Okay. Atlanta 1-0. And Minnesota. Go Toronto, go. Can they fight their way back? We're going to find out. And it's going to be... Oh, God. Etienne Jr. is on for Toronto for Simmermancic. Again, blame StreamYard. It ain't my fault. If Jesus Sanchez didn't play the field, Jays win tonight. Costly mistake by John Schneider. And Zane Lonlouis coming on for Toronto for Kuskevich. Oh boy. Fraser's favorite. Yeah, we're not winning tonight. It's over. 2-3. Lamal. 83rd minute. Does Bobby Wood still play? No, I think he retired. Again, StreamYard just ain't working today, so do with that what you will. But the video will be in the right format. Don't worry. St. Clair's playing for Miami tonight. I think Miami has a goalkeeper problem. And we have to play Miami next. Well, I mean, Toronto's at least showed good fight. You know what? Fair enough. You know what? We need a point. Actually, Fraser could stay for one more game. Actually, don't. I mean, I'm not afraid of Miami, but that would suck to be the first. I mean, I'm not afraid of Miami, but for any new manager to play Miami in their first game, no. Especially with only a 3-day notice, if that, yeah, no. Keep Fraser for one more game. He could stay for 3 more days. No, Miami's on the weekend. League's cut back on Tuesday. 2-0 for Mexico over Umesi. God, Umesi sucks. 0-0 for Alianza versus Marathon. No, we play Miami on the weekend. August 22nd. It's on Saturday. So that's not one more week. It's on Saturday. On the road as well. Ooh. We play them on the road too. Yeah, keep him for one more. Yeah, we play them on the road too. Either way. Yeah. And there might be a rain delay too. I mean, it is Miami in frickin' late August. I mean, fair enough. Shot saved, 86th minute. Is Monterrey Messi's dad? Football-wise, yes. Well, like, do they... Like, whatever. I'm not... If I speak, I'm in trouble. Big trouble, and I do not want to be in trouble. If I speak, I am in trouble, and I do not want to be in big trouble. Oh! It's cleared away by Toronto. Jose Mourinho. Shot saved by Gavrin. Well, at least he's making good saves. over the top. What is the biggest beef between Liga MX and MLS? I don't feel like there really is, to be honest. I think the fact Liga MX fans against Leagues Cup, I think that's the biggest beef. Liga MX fans hate Leagues Cup, but frankly, I mean, I don't like it much either. Personally. I don't like Leagues Cup much either, personally. Yeah, I would say Liga MX fans against Leagues Cup. That's the biggest beef, to be honest. Marcus Jones just picked 6 Jalen Hurts. The Patriots might be back, boys. Well, I mean, I guess they always were, but the Patriots are going to be fine. Y'all thought the Patriots were going to fall off. They look like they're going to be just fine. Let's go. Miami versus Monterrey. Fair enough, yeah. Fair enough, but if we're talking about team rivalries, yeah. America Toronto would have became one if we just didn't turn to a pumpkin very quickly after. I mean, they did fire Miguel Herrera. That probably doesn't hurt. But either way, if we run into Atlante, I don't know. Shot, goal! Tie game! Oh my God! Toronto pulls it, and it's Dorsch again! Dorsch, you legend! Another banger, Dorsch! I love this. This guy's awesome, man. This guy is awesome. Give him the armband. Give him the armband. German discipline. Dorsch with another banger. 2-2. Boom. With a red card. Down a man. Toronto, you awesome. These guys are fighting their asses off. German discipline. German discipline. 90th minute. Dorsch 3-3. It was 3-1. 7 minutes of stoppage time. Dorsch got the ball too. Oh, we're trying to win this damn thing. 90 plus 7. We got 7 minutes to hold on down a man. Well, we did it last week. Or on the weekend. German discipline. I'm still not thanking Fraser for this. These guys are fighting their asses off over the past 2 weeks. I love... They got the fight. They got the fight. Maximin, top of the box. If only we didn't give up 2 stupid goals. If they win this. Player down. Throw in for Charlotte. Dorsch down. Bro, what if they did? Wow. Banger by Dorsch. This, honestly, best signing we made. Honestly, I'm going to say it. I love Bernadeschi. DC United's 3-0 down right now, too. Go win this. Oh, because we need that to at least overtake somebody. Fair enough. I will say this, though. I love Bernadeschi. I love Coelho. I love... Honestly, best signing since Richie Larea. Dorsch is our best signing since Richie Larea. I don't care. Best signing since Richie. Disagree? I mean, I love Bernadeschi, but he ain't here right now. I love Coelho, but they're playing Dorsch over Coelho. Honestly, yeah, Dorsch is our best signing since Richie Larea. Whether you want to count the first time we signed Richie or the time we brought him back permanently. Whichever one you count. Whether you count 2019 or 2023, or was it before? Or 24. Whichever one you count as Richie signing, and they're checking him for a concussion. Diani coming on for Charlotte. Oh my God. Make Dorsch the captain already. He looks and plays the part. I agree. If Oso doesn't stay, give Dorsch the armband. If we ain't playing Oso, give Dorsch the armband. If Oso's on the pitch, I'm sorry, give Dorsch the armband. Honestly, I'm going to say it. I don't care. Oso should be let go at the end of the season. We don't re-sign him. Macronical off for Diani. I don't care. Oso, I know he's one of our own. I know. But I'd rather have Coelho and Dorsch playing in the midfield. Goal for Nashville. I'd rather have Coelho and Dorsch playing in the midfield. Not Osorio and Dorsch. I'm saying it right now. Osorio's passing also on big money, isn't he? Well, Osorio's contract is over this year. That contract that's big money is over this year. But I guarantee you, if they want to keep him, they might overpay him a little bit. But it won't be as much if they do keep him. Kobe Franklin probably coming on for Dorsch. Oh, shit. No! Well, shit. Kobe Franklin on for Dorsch. But if Oso stays on the same money, don't want him to do that. I would rather see Oso go. If he does have a pay cut, hey, nice fair throw in from Maximin Toronto and blocked away for a goal kick. But I think Oso's past it. I mean, he's had a better season this year than the past couple. But is that going to stay the same? It's like George Springer, right? Goal for Cincy at 90+1 full-time. Cincy 2-1. Like, George Springer had an amazing 2025. He's not as good as he was last year. And he was kind of falling back a couple of years before 25. Oso having a better season this year comparatively to a couple in the past couple of years. It is 95 minutes plus 7, but there was an injury, so I guess we'll add a couple more minutes. We started playing again at 94, and the injury happened at 91. We might go to like 99, I would say. Makes things tougher. Either way, heartbreaker for NYCFC. I mean, Cincinnati's a better team. But yeah, that's a heartbreaker. Franklin against Maximin. Yeah, that's going to end well. Brought down. Shallowy chasing the ball. Kessler there first, who does have a goal. Cleared away. Just hold on to the point. Hold on to the point, and I'll be happy. 11th place with 21 points. If we hold. Go, 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 go. Re-add. We will add time. Maximin, top box. Shot! Saved! I thought that was going in. Montreal won. Well, good. We're still ahead of them with a draw, so could be worse. 98th minute. What a comeback from TFC, though, if they hold on. Evander with a game winner. for the Cincinnati game. Good tackle. Ooh, maybe not. Shallowy plays out for a throw. Throw in for Charlotte. 98th minute. Header, header. Wide. Out for a corner. Two goals after a red card. What could have happened if we kept it full strength? I don't know. We might have won. Also, two stupid plays. Etienne Jr. No, Shallowy plays it to Etienne Jr. If he's the one who wins this game, if he's the one, here's a chance. Corbianu, what a save! What a save by Kalina. Wow. Probably the same. Well, yeah, but... Larea. Man, I wish Tim Ream would have bottled that. Either way. Sargent making a defensive run. Shot wide in the 99th minute. Goal kick. Wow. We almost had a win. Corbianu almost put it away for 3 points. While down a man. 3 goals almost. Almost had 3 goals. While down a man. Simmermanchich with his first TFC goal. This could be the last kick of the game. Gavrin takes it long. It goes down. SKC score versus STL. VAR at the moment. 100th minute. 90 plus 10. Well, that injury took longer than I thought. Man, this one's going to hurt like hell. Top of the... Nobody checking the run. Maximin. Maximin. Cross! Header! Corner. Gavrin was good this half. He was good all game to be, well, besides the pass basically straight down the middle that led to the first goal. Other than that, he's been pretty damn good. I kind of blame the defense half, though. I say it's 50-50. I blame the defense for the fact they weren't in good position to receive the pass of Gavrin, and then Gavrin basically passed it right down Broadway. I'd say it's 50-50, but other than that, see draws it at 1, Harris at 56. And it's full time, 3-3. What a finish. 3-3, TFC gets a point. You'll live with it. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Subscribe. Hit that hype button to put us up in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Send super chats on the live streams. On it, I think. Like he fell exactly at the right angle to close the bottom angle. But other than that, comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of the match. It'll be in the right format. Don't worry, it will be landscape. And hopefully tomorrow, we'll be back in landscape on the stream side of things. And StreamYard's working tomorrow, hopefully. For the 3 streams tomorrow, we have Defense Force versus SV Broki. We have Alianza Panama versus CD Olympia. And LA Firpo versus Alajuelense. Alajuelense Firpo will be our review tomorrow. If I want to review a game. But we'll take a point. I will see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. I'll see you within the hour. We'll take it. Let's go. Match 20, we'll take the point. Peace.